Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just going to take a quick look here at Algorand. Ticker for this is Algo, and I'm currently on the weekly time frame. Obviously, I've covered this coin several times in the past. It seems to be one of the top projects that people are interested in. So yeah, I'll just do an update. If this is your first time here, I'll just give you a broad view overview of what's been happening on Algorand. We had this massive run to the upside in the last bull run, and then we had a full retrace right down to the lows. Every time I do this coin, I just mentioned that this is the perfect example of why you need to be scaling out of your positions as the price is going up. So when you have that feeling of euphoria, you don't have to sell it all. I know it's hard to sell all of your position in one go because maybe it's going to pull another 5-10x, but just start scaling out of your position because this is the reality of the bear markets, and most of these altcoins lose over 90% of the gains that they had in the bull market. So if you find yourself in the fortunate situation again where Algorand reaches these all-time highs again or even higher, you may want to be scaling out of your position and putting some profits on the side, because that way, if you really like Algorand, you can reaccumulate in the bear market and then you'll just have a lot more overall. Okay, so as you can see here, we had this long-term, multi-year falling wedge pattern. Once we came to these lows, it broke out to the upside, which this pattern will typically break to the upside. And then I gave you these horizontal levels to look for areas where selling pressure is likely to come in. So the first level was right here at around 16 cents, so 0.1640. And that was based on the low of these candle bodies right here. So I definitely recommend that you draw this level on your chart because it is currently still in play. Next level beyond that is where I anticipate the next target to be, and that is between 27 cents, so 0.2753, all the way up to here, the top of this box, which is 0.3239. And I'll explain why I have this as a range in a bit, but first I want to focus on the current candle formation, okay? So you see last week we had this strong impulsive move to the upside in which we broke this horizontal resistance level, well, what I thought would be a resistance anyway. We got a little bit of a pullback here, but it's only visible on the smaller time frames. However, since we blew past it so impulsively, what I was looking for is a pullback and retest of this broken level of resistance and see if it was going to hold as a support level. So look at this week's candle and look at this long wick. This long wick here indicates that the price came all the way back down here within about maybe 1% of this broken level of resistance. So to me, this counts as a resistance to support flip because we came so close, and there was just a lot of traders looking at this level. That's why we didn't make it all the way down. People were likely looking at this level, but they rightfully anticipated that a lot of buy orders are going to be right around here. So they basically front ran it and they placed their order slightly above, which is typically the smart thing to do. Okay, so this weekly candle right here where we have this long wick, this small body, this is somewhat of a bullish candle formation. And this candle's closing this evening at around 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if we close as it is, that's a pretty good sign. Even better will be if this red candle flips to a white candle and we put in a higher high relative to the last week candle close. As you can see, we're pretty close to it right now. Okay, so I mentioned the next target up is going to be between 27 cents and 32 cents. Now I'm going to change the time frame and let's take a look at the near-term price action here. So as you can see, we're forming an ascending channel where the price is just bouncing back and forth between this upper resistance line and this lower support line. So this is actually very tradable. If the price comes up to this upper level of resistance, that's an opportunity to take a short position. And likewise, if the price comes back down to this upsloping level of support, that's a good opportunity to enter long positions. Now, personally, because I look to the weekly time frame and it looks rather bullish to me as we've broken out of a multi-year falling wedge pattern, and the weekly candle as it stands is quite bullish looking. So I would prioritize taking longs off this support level as opposed to taking short positions off this upper resistance level, because to me, I think the likelihood of this breaking to the upside is slightly higher than it breaking to the downside. Now, if it did break to the downside, the way you would get that target is essentially you would measure the width of this channel here. So for example, you can just take a trend line, measure the width, and then you would project it from the breakout point. So for example, if the breakout point was right here, that would take us all the way down to retest that broken level of resistance once again. So this level that I just mentioned, right here when I was showing you the weekly time frame, at around 16 cents, so 0.1655, a break of this ascending channel here on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is what I'm using just to keep track of this channel. So if we start closing candle bodies below this upsloping level of support, that would mean that this upsloping level of support will likely flip to a resistance, and that would trigger a pretty decent short opportunity back down to retest this support, right? This 16-cent support region. Now, if we end up breaking to the upside, however, you would just take this and just project it from the breakout point, and I think that would take us to approximately this 27-cent target that I mentioned actually would just come a little bit shy of it at around 0.2559. So as it stands, that would be the estimated target from the ascending channel breakout. However, I'm obviously just guessing where it would break out. Maybe we break out later, and then that would change this target towards this 27-cent range, which is the key level right here based on this horizontal resistance. So definitely, if you're going to trade Algorand, draw this on your chart. So just take a horizontal trend line or horizontal ray and just paste it right at the low of these candle bodies. So you see this level was support all throughout here, and these are weekly candles. So this is about 3 to 4 months of trading activity where this level held as a support. When we broke below it, we ended up bouncing back up to it, and it flipped from a support level to a resistance level, and then we had this huge drop. So obviously, given that this level has already shown itself to be a strong level of support when the price is above it and a strong level of resistance when the price is below it, you can anticipate a lot of selling pressure to come in here, again around slightly over 27 cents. Okay, now I mentioned that this is a range all the way up to 32 cents, and I'll show you how I got that. So I'll zoom out here, and I'll take a Fibonacci retracement, and I'll run it from the swing high all the way down to the swing low here, and that's going to give me these Fib retracement levels. And you see right here the 382, that is how I got this 32 cent level. And it's possible that some selling pressure is going to come in here. However, this level holds more significance than the 382 just due to all the previous price history at this level. Now this is based on the weekly time frame, and you see we have wicks protruding through this level, so it's quite possible that the price comes up, the wick comes to the 382 level, and then the candle body closes back below this 27-cent level, which would be a failed breakout. Okay, beyond that, we have the 50% retracement level, and that's slightly under 50 cents, so 0.4971. There's not very much in terms of previous price action at this level, so I don't give it very much significance. However, up here in the golden pocket, between the 618 and the 65% level, we do have more price history at this level. So if I was looking for an area to either take profits or enter a short position, I'd have a lot more confidence right here than I would down here at the 50. But I mentioned this in a few other videos, because we are breaking out of multi-year downtrends, I'm prioritizing long positions as opposed to entering shorts. Actually, you know what? I said this 50% level isn't that significant, but I have to take that back, because I just measured this to get an estimation of the target based on the breakout of this falling wedge. And essentially what you would do, you'd measure the widest point, and then you project that from the breakout point, and look where that takes us, right here at the 50% level, perfectly accurately. So the measured move from this falling wedge breakout is about 50 cents, and that comes to the 50% retracement level from the Fibonacci. So we do have confluence at this level after all. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. All right, so that's just a quick update. Once again, to recap, focus on this ascending channel for now. This is a very tradable range. There's long opportunities as the price comes down to this support line, and there's short opportunities as the price comes up to this level of resistance. However, for me personally, I'm looking for longs and not shorts. So rather than shorting right here, I would rather buy down here, and as the price comes up to the top range, I'll just look to take profits. And if either level breaks with a 4-hour candle body close above this resistance line or below this support line, then I'll expect a retrace down to perhaps retest this support line at around 16.5 cents. Although keep in mind, you are going to get some buyers coming in right here at this horizontal level at slightly over 18 cents. So that's going to be 0.1842. However, that breaks, and it's pretty much a free fall all the way down here. Well, that's the most likely scenario anyway. Likewise, a 4-hour candle body closes above here, and I would personally expect a move up to this key level right here at slightly over 27 cents. All right, guys, hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release these videos, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. Now that the market's heating up, you definitely want to make sure that you have that notification bell on, because when I see a breakout, a breakdown, or anything exciting happening on the charts, I'm going to try to get a video published as soon as possible. And if you have that alert on, you're going to be one of the first people to see it, and you may be able to capitalize off the trade setup that I'm showing you. Again, I have to say, none of this is financial advice, of course. Also, if you want a place to trade Algorand and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, the links to 3 different exchanges are in the pinned comment and the description. And through those links, all of them are offering you guys sign-up bonuses. Okay, I think that's about it. It's Sunday, weekly candle closes this evening, so expect a little bit of volatility. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.